guys, this is Jake here. Going to do a guitar lesson on Train's Marry Me. Um, Once you get the pattern down for your right hand, this song is so easy. What I just played for you, it just keeps repeating the entire time. You just have to memorize when it takes a small pause, and the intro has one change into it compared to everything else, and that all that is adding the pinky, which I'll show you. You're going to start off with a C chord, just a regular C chord. So your ring finger is going to be on the 3rd fret of the A string, middle finger 2nd fret of the D string, then your G string is open, and your pointer finger is on the B string. Now this picking pattern, it's used in several songs that I know of. Dust in the Wind by Kansas. That's just played different chord shapes. I think it's slightly faster too. So what you're going to do is you are going to use 3 fingers when you're picking. Middle, pointer, and thumb. And the first thing you're going to do is middle and thumb. And your middle is going to be playing the B string. And your thumb is going to play the A string. And you're going to play this at the same time in the first pick. That's going to be your next. It's going to be thumb and then pointer. So your thumb's always hitting the A string. Your middle is always hitting the B string. Your pointer is always hitting the G string. So you've got your thumb for those 2 strings, A and then D, your pointer for the G, and the middle finger for the B. If you get that down, you're halfway there. The second part's the pattern. So it starts off B string, A string together. And then you're going to play the D string with your thumb. And then your pointer finger, well, of course, on the G string. This is really important to get this down. When I first learned this, I learned it the wrong way. I forget how I learned it. I might have switched up a note here or there, just kind of doing it in reverse almost, and it was very, very tough to get it down the correct way. So make sure you're getting it down the right way, nice and slow. So back to the pattern. That's where you should be, thumb and middle at the same time on the A and B string, and then thumb on the D string, pointer on the G. Part. Thumb's going back to the A string, and then middle back to the B. Then your thumb's going back to the D string, pointer, of course, on the G. That's your pattern. If you can get that down, you can learn this song fairly easy. Play each of these chord shapes twice, with a little exception here or there. So just play your regular C, do that pattern twice. Now, as soon as you do that twice, you're going to lift your ring finger off, place your middle finger, 2nd fret, A string, and you're going to leave your pointer finger where it's at. So the only 2 fingers that should be fretted is your pointer and your middle finger. And you're going to do the same exact thing with your right hand. Play that twice. And then move your middle finger back down to where it was. 2nd fret D string. And then you're going to play that twice. Now the tricky part, if if this is your first time learning this picking pattern, is going to be right here. You're going to take your ring finger. First of all, take your middle finger off and place your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the E string. Now you're going to do the same picking pattern with your right hand, except instead of playing the A string with your thumb, you're going to play the E string. You're not going to play the A string at all. So you're going to have to learn to jump over that A string and go back and forth. So your thumb is still going to hit the D string as usual, but rather than go to the A string, you're going to go to the E string. So from start to finish for the very first sequence of chords, it's going to sound like this. Keep playing through. Then it goes to how he plays it the rest of the time. The entire rest of the song, he'll play it as follows. Same C chord shape, play it twice. Go to the next chord as usual. Middle finger, 2nd fret A string. Pointer finger, 1st fret B string. Nothing else fretted. You're going to play that once, and then you're going to add the pinky to the 3rd fret of the B string and play that once. And then everything else is regular. Middle finger, 2nd fret D string, pointer finger, 1st fret B string, play that twice. And then the last shape, ring finger on the 3rd fret of the E. But don't pause here, so you're going to play through, and then you're going to go back to the regular C shape to start it over. That's the entire song. You're going to play that intro where you pause. You can play through everything once. You're going to pause. And then you're going to go through everything 3 times, pause, 3 times, pause. I think for the entire song. Just remember that the intro does not use the pinky, does not use that note, but everything else it always does. So it's going to go. That right there is not used the first time for the intro, but it's used the entire rest of the song.